Small baby approaches are doing well quarter by quarter, Zan. You can see growth and progress and improvement in each quarter. So hopefully they can close off this one on a high.
Yeah, that certainly would be the objective for Coach Precious and Tembo. Making those changes again in that shooting circle, bringing in Prince Lou on the goal attack, with Deboka on shooter. Van Eden takes the wing defense position. Amatis comes back to goalkeeper. Krobler moves from goalkeeper to goal defense. Atkins on wing attack, and Kala Victor stays on the center position. Easy pickings for the Crinums. It's very interesting that, you know, Smith will miss the close range shot, but she will take the super shot with ease. I'm really enjoying seeing Retief on the goal defense position. We know she's a specialist keeper. She's getting an opportunity to run a little bit more. There's a change as well in that goalkeeper position for the Crinums.
Yeah, it's Tato Makase that stepped in, also a former sort of normal player. So it's great to see, you know, these players, I don't want to say being upgraded, but the English is failing me. I'm trying to say moving from the second division to the first division, and, you know, play for in that league, because it's a different ball game. It's a totally different ball game there. But the fact that the youngsters are also, you know, gradually moving up to the first division teams is fantastic, and to see them getting a bit of court time as well.
Yeah, and you know, but they've got the protection and the support of the experience, you know, so, you know, Coach Martha is not just throwing another youngster with Mokaka in that circle. She's got a Retief as an experienced player that can support her and guide her. And the more they play together, the more that combination, you know, gets well-oiled. And it's safe to say that the Crinums have played all their players in this game.
I'm really enjoying to see the difference in change of pace, because we speak about, you know, everybody's ability, but there's a flow on court which I'm really enjoying to see from the Crinum side. It's like they're slowing down, taking time, and actually applying the pressure on the baby Proteas, and I think that just comes with experience, doesn't it?
No, 100%, we can't agree with you more. And also, you know, the baby Spar Precious haven't been given an opportunity for combinations to settle, because every quarter Precious is changing, which is fine. She needs to give all the players an opportunity to be on court and see what combinations will work for her in the latter stages of this competition.
I do think though that, you know, I would probably let them play a full quarter as opposed to rolling subs in the games, because what you really want them to do is to get used to playing a full quarter and then making those changes. And it's going to be interesting to also see how this team looks on day 9. What they look like in the second leg and in the final leg. And I think that's what we're going to be talking about. That's what we're going to be excited about, the growth that we're going to see from this side.
100%, Simi. And also from a physical perspective, you know, conditioning, will they be able to, you know, still produce a high level of performance? They do have Colin that they've brought in as their strength and conditioning coach. That's one that used to work with, still works with Northwest University. So they've brought him in, and he's been trying to sharpen these baby Spar approaches in preparation for the World Cup.
Well, we did talk about the spectators making their way here at the Sun City's Super Bowl, and there's more coming in numbers to catch the opening day of the Telkom Netball League. So this is really great stuff. And if you are close by, come through, pop by. There's a lot happening here, and a full day that is lined up to keep you entertained with some of the best netball in the world.
Absolutely, Simi, and we've been treated to a wonderful display of netball from both of these teams. Some exciting interceptions, we've had some great drives, great feeds into the circle, and I'm excited to see how, Precious Ntembu is going to go throughout this competition and make her pick on who's going to be her top 12. That's going to be interesting. I think what also happens with the Telkom Netball League is everybody else at home can get to see who are the best of the best in under 21. So we fall in love with the players. We want to see them, play in the World Cup. So I've already got a couple of favorites that I would want to see there, and I'm hoping that my favorites make it. I want to pose one question to you ladies. We spoke about it earlier, and I just want to get your opinion on, having a group of 25 is quite a lot, and it actually depletes the rest of the Telkom Netball League teams that take place or that take part in the Telkom Netball League, like the Jaguars. They're missing a lot of players because of the under 21 group. Do you think it would have been a better option to have a rolling substitution and having maybe 2 groups and changing it in week after week and giving the provinces the players in under 21 back to have them play for their province if they're not representing the under 21s?
My thought, my 2-cent piece on that, V, is the fact that this is the most important year for the under 21s, and Precious must be given whatever she wants to make sure that she leaves no stone unturned. And if it means having all 25, well, she has to pick 12 for this leg, for example, and then next leg she can change it up. She's got to be able to give these players and work with them as much as possible. So I think it's the right decision to have all of them here and allow her to pick them as and when she feels like having them.
So Vanessa, I don't think we should ask those questions to Zanele because she is a national assistant coach, and I think she's just campaigning for herself come Commonwealth Games next year, come World Cup in 2027. She wants to make sure that she's afforded the same. So we need to be very careful about what we are putting out there.
She's the perfect one to talk to. She's the perfect one to ask.
Well, national comes first. National comes first. And you know what? We are sitting at the brink of making history here. We can really pick a team that could go and stand on the podium in the under 21s, and we have to make sure that we pick the best, and if it means they must play in this competition to put their hands up, for the Baby Spar Protea colours, then that's what will happen. And Coach Jenny and Marshall are here, also helping and assisting to make sure that we do not miss a single player, and the ones that are deserving and really putting up their hand and performing get to be picked for this Baby Spar Protea side. And also, we also know that these players, after the World Cup, most of them will be eligible now to move out of the under 21 age group and put up their hand and knock on the door of the Spar Proteas as well. So we're also looking into that as well, as much as we're focusing on the under 21 World Cup now, but there's also room for some of these players to knock on this Spar Proteas door as well.
Yeah, and I think just to close the conversation, within 21s, generally you've got one shot at a World Cup. It's not like any, when you open, when you can play multiple World Cups. It's very rare that you've got a 16-year-old playing and then they come back again when they're 20, so you've got to support them because it literally could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But back to this game then, strategic stoppage. We've seen the white flag being waved. It looks like it came from Precious Ntembu as she rallies the troops just to try, and bring back the same spark, the same control we saw in that second and third quarter. They seem to have let it slip in this fourth. Clear directions there from Precious Ntembu, very animated, calm as well. and talking to the defenders. I mean, what is it perhaps an area that she would want to try and reinforce, you know, from the players, gauging by what we've seen in the first 9 minutes of this quarter?
I mean, we saw the good second and third quarter they had. I think she wants that clinical performance as well. She wants the basics. She doesn't want them to allow the Crinums, you know, to just open up this gap. They were well within 8 goals at some stage. So I think just to bring them back to what the structure and the strategy is. Oh, Delanga does that so well. You know, she doesn't worry about the goal attack that stands off the line. She's waiting to turn that centre pass.
Defensively, this Crinum side continues to wow us. And we saw Mazda also capitalizing on that strategic stoppage, bringing in 3 substitutions to close this game off.
And that Grunewald in the circle.
What on earth was that?
Grunewald.
No, we need to capture that.
Adding some spice. and that ball literally on Smith's feet. But thank goodness, you know, it paid off.
How you know, I haven't seen her in a circle in a long time, and she gets back to the goal attack, and that's the first thing she does. It's going to be exciting. This is good work defensively from the Spa Baby Proteas, forcing the Crinums in the middle of the court. They're all congested there.
Yeah, so we have to say the Crinums really enjoying themselves out here. There's no pressure, and I feel like this whole game has been only the pressure that the players have put upon themselves. And honestly, for the Baby Proteas, they want to show their coach what they can do, and I'm so glad that Precious did call that strategic stoppage, because of the fact that this is a great place to coach and to make sure that the players get to know her well. We're seeing Keta coming off, and great substitutions, but it's very low. It's like 3 minutes left in this game, so maybe it's just giving, you know, the girls a little bit of a run.
Yeah, no, Matt has been dishing out to these substitutions, and it's good, you know, just to see what you can work with. Get having a bit of a breather.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. That's it. But I mean, she's done it. She's done a good job. So allow the youngsters to get a feel of it on centre as well.
And the remaining 3 minutes, it will be the role of kicking it to Blue. Will take its into position for the Crinums.
This is much better from the Spa Baby Proteas. Oh, lovely does it from Kamla Victor. The shooting circle, Zan, for me, I'm just, you know, looking at the different positions and the changes we've seen from Precious Ntendo. She's still got a lot of, like, quite a bit of work that needs to be done, you know, in that shooting circle specifically.
100%, not only just from a shooting perspective, Sammy, but also the angles and the structures in the circle, you know, the combinations, and she must know who she should pair with who. But as we said, you know, this is just the first game. She's gonna have to find those solutions ultimately. I mean, you know, the question she's gonna ask herself is Prinsloo an option on a goal attack, for example? You know, will she be able to play her on an international stage on that position? But she won't know if she doesn't give her the chance now, so that she can prove herself.
Yeah, 100%, and that's precisely what they are here to discover and crystallize as we get into the final minute of this encounter. So it's been a great start to the Crinums 2025 campaign of defending the title. And a lovely way, you know, to get started with a win. But I think also the opportunity that Marta has used, you know, to try a few strategies, tactics, get all the players some court time. But really, I think gives her a lot of options, as it is a long and grueling competition. So that's it then. The end of this encounter.